Hey guys, welcome back to the Rudder Waxing in UK One Wheel channel. Now we have got a Rome board in the workshop, 146 in length, detailed rocker, nice board. Now this board is a 2012. This board was launched. If you have a look under the website EVO Snowboards, it gives you all the details. A really good place to go and actually do some research on snowboards. Depending if you want camber rocker, parabolic rocker. But yeah, like I say, By Arbor, which we've got just here. But yeah, the edges are in need of some love though. This came out the family of the Burton Clash and of the Burton Custom, and that's a 2004. That came up lovely. That was really bad. This is very much like the Burton Clash. The edges are in need of some, well, yeah. This is going to wreck one of my files, this board, because they are super rusty. And we have a layer of wax on the base of this board. Now, like I've always said before, wax your board, but scrape it off. Now, I'll just grab, and this is a relatively blunt scraper. There shouldn't be any wax on the base of your board before you go riding, whatsoever. That should be polished and detailed off. There shouldn't be any wax. Wax is, you put it on, you take it off, you polish and detail. The wax goes into the board when you iron it, and that's where the wax stays, and that's where you're going to get your performance. Having this wax on the base of this board like this is just going to slow you down. And if you want to be fast and quick on the mountain, then obviously, yeah, you want to get all this wax off. And this was very much like the Clash that I did. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do, is I'll put that on so you can watch it behind me. That is a lovely board. It came up lovely, and we're going to make the same with this one. We're going to make sure this looks as good, if not faster, than the other two, because then there'll be a competition between all three brothers, or friends, or whatever they are. But yeah, oh, Land Rover advert, cool. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's get on, pop you in my hand, let's take a detailed look at this Rome. Now, on this video, this board here was covered in wax, very much like, I think this is the brother's board, and this is the younger brother's board, and as you can see, the wax is all on here, and we need to get all this wax off. You can just see it there and there. So we're going to fully scrape the base of this board before detailing the edges, because you can have high spots and low spots. So I want the base bevel to run flat along the base of the board, giving me a true angle on this edge. And talking of edges, zoom in, whoosh. There are the edges. They are not pretty at all. And you can actually see that rust bleeding back in. So I'm going to do my best to clean that. And you can see this wax, and that's why I wouldn't run my tool along here, because it's so up and down. You'd get an undulation and deviation within the rail. But that rail goes all the way down the board, as you can see just there. But we're going to make that shine, same as the other side. For the simple reason, we want this board to be able to hold an edge. Difference of having a great day to having an awesome day on the mountain. And you can see all that wax on the base of this board. And it is dirty. So we're going to clean all that off, put some fresh wax on. And yeah, this should be a really good before and after. So let's get on and detail this Rome. Whoa, okay, so those edges, they are shiny. As you can see, they are so much better. Unfortunately, there is some very deep pitting in these rails from the rust, and no matter what I do, I can't get that out, because if I did, there'd be no rail left, which is a real shame. But having said that, the edges are so sharp. I actually did cut myself on them, which is a bit of a pain. So these things are going to perform really, really well. The little bits of rust that you do see that are left, they are quite deep. That is not going to affect the performance of this board. The base is lovely and flat and smooth now. We've taken off that really dirty old wax. We have done some P-Tex, there's a big gouge that went up right up through the board here. We've actually filled that up, as well as other little bits. There's a big gouge that went up into the nose just as well up here. So we've actually detailed that. And now we're going to lay down the wax. So I've got a little bit of scraping here. The iron's just warming up. And then we're going to lay some fresh wax on this board. And then we're going to strip it off. So I will see you in approximately 34 seconds. And counting. So, this road board is fresh out the hot room and it is ready to be scraped. Ta-da! This is nice and sharp. We're going to whip this off, polish this bad boy up. I'll tell you what, it'll be as good as that Clash, if not better. So, let's crack on. So, the third board of the set of 3. Burton Custom behind me, that come up lovely. And this has come up lovely. The shine on this board is awesome. Check that out. It's so smooth. We have filled up all those holes with P-Tex. We have detailed these rails the best we can for the condition that they're in. There is a few little rusty spots, but without me taking off an immense amount of material on these rails, which is just pointless, because at the end of the day we have got a very sharp edge. That edge is lovely, and that's what's going to hold this board on the mountain. And the board, like I say, is smooth and polished. We've got rid of all that old wax. We've cleaned up that blue side rails, we've cleaned up the top coat, and this board is ready to fly. So guys, we're going to get this wrapped up and get it shipped back to the customer. He's been messaging me, he's super excited, because that come up lovely, really did, and this one's come up lovely. There's a few battle scars, but the main important thing is it's smooth and it's flat. The rails are tight, we've done and tipped the ends, and this board is ready to perform. Guys, go down to the description, support the channel if you like, hit that subscribe, share with your friends. But that's another board done in the Ride Right Waxing Workshop. So, from the Rome to the Ride Right, guess what? We'll see you soon.